he's gone.
There's an incident behind.
It's always these guys.
Right side. Clear right. Clear. Now leading the leader.
At
Barnard
least I can get into the pits by myself.
3, 2, 1. Box
Right
now.
here.
My tires are here already. Hello?
Cast up. Behind
All
is
the damage
pitting now.
is repairable.
Oh yeah, good exit.
Car on the
There's
left.
an incident in
Go
turn
right.
2. Looks like it's
Ooh.
Go right. Go right.
Left
Car
side,
on your
clear
left.
left.
Clear on the left. Go right.
Oh, it sounds so nice. I'm so happy.
Flag.
Oh, all had a good start so far. Let's see.
Car
right. Clear
on
right.
the right.
On your right.
Car right.
Still
Okay,
there.
on the left. There's an incident ahead. Go right.
Incident in. Tamburello.
Keep to the
Looks
left.
like it's
Go right.
Oh, what a start.
Go right.
How crazy is this? Oh god. Oh yeah, good exit.
Car on the
There's
left.
an incident in
Go
turn
right.
2. Looks like it's
Ooh.
Go right. Go right.
Left
Car on
side,
your
clear left.
Clear on the left. Go right.
Saved it. Just my normal tire warming routine. To me.
Left side,
They say
clear
you got
left,
the course.
car left.
You'll have to slow down. and
Clear
give it
left.
the time to
Okay,
go.
Pete.
Still
Gone
there.
out of track limits.
Car on
Oh
your
my
left.
god, what is going on here?
Hold
To
your
the
line.
right.
Holy moly, what is going on here?
Right.
Clear left.
Still there.
This is completely crazy.
Clear left.
Rewind. Left
Clear
side.
left.
Clear.
What?
Go right. You've got wheel damage.
Really?
There's an incident ahead. You've got damage on the left side.
Is this the way people race here?
Right.
Really?
Ahead of us is Matty, car number 1, and their rating is 9.2.
I don't think they know they can be reported for this as well. Attenzione. Oh, even lost the door. Oh! That's not good for the tires. Or sliding. Other than that, I'm feeling okay. Okay, I'm on the outside. I don't want to be on the outside, to be
Car
fair.
on your left. You got a slow car on the right. Left side. There's an incident ahead. Keep to the right. Go left. Still there. Clear on the left. Car on your left. You're on the right. 3 wide. Still hold. Left side. 2 wide. Keep to the right. Clear.
Ooh.
There's an incident behind.
Another car in the grass.
You got a slow car on the right. Slow car ahead. Left side.
La 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 la. Oh my god, I witnessed a murder. Oh. And even more freebies. What are you doing? Bro. What is this? Ah, come on. Ah, these people. Okay, but this reminded me again, don't go free wide in the first lap and never be the bacon of the sandwich. You will get turned. I also don't think it was my fault. I just could have pulled out and everything would be safe. Wrong when I said I want to end this year 2025. Hello, welcome back. Finally, back in the rig, back from work. So, it is snowing a lot in Austria right now. And we also noticed that a lot during our work days. Because we were working at a ski resort. And yeah, it was really snowing so much. We had to unshovel the car a few times. But yeah, it's good to be back in the rig. And as I promised, I'm not doing any more IMSA because it was so hilarious, crazy. I'm comparing cars today for the upcoming Daytona races in the GT Sprint Series. So, as always, we're gonna using the track state from the VRS website. So here are the conditions. We are at mostly cloudy, track temperatures at 20 degrees, wind speed 11 kph and humidity 75%. And as always, the track state at 50%. Okay, which car should we start with? I mean, we can start with the Aston Martin already. Let's see. I haven't done no training at all so far. So let's do this. Also have to reset my star ratings from the last time. And as always in the regular series, normally no BOP is in effect. So just to keep it in mind. There we go. Also, Porsche Cup is going to Le Mans next week. Hey, Kasama, what's up? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Where is my chat? Here it is. Yeah, finally back again. Was really, yeah, was really cold to work the last week. It snowed a lot where we have been. We were first in Germany and teared down some installation of ours and then went back to Austria and set it up there in a ski resort. Was nice work, but it really was like winter wonderland. Winter now arrived in Austria. Snow everywhere. And still a lot of skiers, even though the holidays are basically over. But yeah. Okay, let me turn down the race schedule thingy and let's start with testing. First, let's warm up a bit. You are in summer here and it's brutal. Oh, is it super hot? Yeah, I mean for sim racing also winter 40 plus degrees on days. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be tough. For sim racing I also hugely prefer winter time because I have no air conditioning in my sim room and in the summer it will get quite hot, but I have like this tower cooler since last year because it was like unbearable. Now it's kind of okay. Must be an Aussie 40 plus every day even when it rains. Yeah. I quote, welcome. Oh my god, there are so many GT Sprint. Let's try this setup. Let's go. Oh, your PC shut off second to last lap. Oh my god. Now we have like really winter in Austria. Also on the streets there's snow everywhere, and I mean I like it, but I'm going almost everywhere by bicycle, and that's pretty scary when the when the roads are full of snow, because with a bicycle it's quite slidey. Two air conditioners. Yeah, since I have redone my computer fans and my cooling and put my graphics card out of the water loop, it really runs pretty quiet. Oh my god. Okay, it's like this again. Okay. I guess I will be quite off with my lap times at first, but I think that's normal. I hope that not the Porsche still reigns supreme here. But normally they don't do BOPs for the weekly series, only for the special events, so might be that the Porsche is still king here. But we will find that out. New bus stop. I don't like it all that much, but it's all good. The Porsche is supreme in GT4. Oh, really? I just catched a little bit of Lasse's stream yesterday evening when I went home by train. I had 4 hours of sitting in the train, and yeah, I saw that Lasse also drove the Porsche Cayman. And also the wide entry here is now an off track, right? And the slowdown. But is it just because of Lasse, or does everyone else also use the Cayman in top split? Also kinda interested to try out Porsche Cup at Le Mans, now that I've learned Le Mans last week. 2 weeks ago. I'm really intrigued by that. Every race it's Porsche Cup for the whole week. Oh, okay. And then let's hope for the best that this is not the case for the GT3 races this week. But is there a BOP for the Raw race? Hopefully. Otherwise everybody will use the Cayman in the GT4 class. IMSA and GT Sprint are at Daytona this week.
47.171.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Rupert. I really appreciate that. Welcome in. Happy Saturday morning or evening. One minute 47. Okay. Just need to find 3 seconds. Oh, this is my first laps around here, so. I need to get faster anyway. Yeah, and at the apartment we were sleeping while we were at work, also snowed so much that it was scary to drive even to the apartment because it was pretty high up the hill. But we managed. And yeah, we always worked like when it starts to become dark, and that's around like 4 p.m. in Austria in the winter time, because we're doing projections. You really can only start to work when it's getting dark outside. But yeah, knock on wood, customer is happy so far. Well, bit of understeer on the exit here. And fortunately enough, our car had good winter tires. That's also a big plus in Austria. Because we saw other cars and also trucks who had to put on snow tracks. And to do this on a like big truck, it's really... I think that's pretty annoying, because the snow tracks, they're so like big for a truck, and yeah. Also in Austria, you cannot leave them all on as well, because they destroy the normal road. So the truck drivers have to put them on when they need to go uphill to a hotel or so, and then they have to put them down again. But yeah, I guess that's the... everything is... that's the price for winter tourism. Even though skiing is already so expensive in Austria, I mean, I couldn't afford it anymore. Still so many people are spending their winter holidays here. Well, let's try a different setup. And like, there are whole districts in Austria who live from tourism, from winter tourism. So I guess they're making so much money during the winter time, so they really can get over summertime as well. I mean, for sure in the summer they have like a few hikers and stuff, and also we have some summer trails for bike, but that's really it. Hi Dalton, welcome. Skiing is insanely expensive here in Utah nowadays too. It sucks. Ah, okay. So it's the same, really. Okay. Not only the Austrian ski resorts are greedy. Yeah, I remember when I went skiing in my holidays. Still remember a ticket for a day was like 15 euros. And now it's like over 50 a day pass for one person. $200+ dollars for a day? Only the ski ticket or everything? Wow. Yeah. This setup has a bit of a softer suspension feel. That's nice. 200 plus for a day. Yeah, I mean in Austria it's also like the ski pass, 50 euros, then you wanna grab something to eat, then you're also down another 50 euros. Of course you have to, if you don't have skis, you have to rent them out. That's also 40 euros or so. Oh, I like this setup way more. Interesting. Yeah, and then I started, a few years ago, I started like ski hiking. I hope that's the correct term. Lift lines are so long, it's not even worth it, like Disneyland. Okay. Yeah, we have like pretty much every mountain in Austria is like with a lift and connected to other ski resorts, so you can like start in one resort and then come down in another. But yeah, I think, yeah, it was 10 years ago I started ski hiking, because skiing is so expensive and like the resorts were full of winter holiday guests anyway, so you had no space to ski anymore. So now I'm just going by myself onto one of the many snowy hills we have in Austria and then ski down. Okay, downshift into first gear is a bit tricky. $146. Let's see if we can lower my lap time to 144 eventually. But I guess it will be a tough. It'll be pretty tough, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Will be interesting if like more people are doing IMSA or the GT Sprint race. Oh, that was a good exit. 2/10 up. I have to remember that to take the curbs fully there. Yeah, Daytona week. Let's see what it brings. Usually it's mayhem, but we will find out. And it will be pretty tough because everybody knows Daytona, of course, and people are extra competitive on this famous tracks or on the more popular tracks. $320 just for the ticket for one person. Oh my god. And this is just for one day, or what? 350 on weekends. Oh yes, they also have this now in Austria. It's called flexible pricing. So On holidays, you pay even more. $320. Okay, then we're still lucky. Then we still can consider ourselves lucky. With only 50 euros. Wow. I mean, I guess I don't know how big this resort is, but I guess it's pretty big. 46. Oh no. That wasn't a good corner at all. Yeah, skiing is a sport for the rich people, it seems. Or is becoming one. Because it's so much more expensive, like, to go skiing in the wintertime than, for instance, go to making a holiday at the sea with swimming and stuff. It's way cheaper than to do winter holidays. But it seems like there's still enough people with money. Last year we also went on a glacier, but also for work. We did an installation up of the hill. 54 euros in a Finnish ski resort. Ah, okay, so your prices are on par with the prices in Austria. I think a ski pass in Austria is also between, I think it's depends on the ski resort, of course, but between 50 and 60 euros a day. $700 for the whole season. It's still expensive. I also had this season skiing pass back when I was young. I think it was 150 euros back then. Now that's for going to ski 3 times. Come tour KTM. Yeah, also what I would like, what would be also nice to see is like Hangar 7, Red Bull, the Red Bull HQ. They also do guided tours through there. It's pretty nice. Like, maybe you saw it already, this huge glass dome, and they also have like planes there and Formula 1 cars and GT cars, all sorts of stuff. And it's really a fine dining restaurant there in there as well. I'm not sure if KTM does guided tours. I was once there at the Red Bull HQ. It was nice to see. Hi Yul, welcome. You're still not able to optimize the bus stop here? Yeah, look at me. I'm still wishing for the old bus stop to reappear magically. I'm still quite off with lap times. I guess other people are already training for 2 weeks ahead of the race. $146.0, but I'm getting closer. I'm not even sure if we can like finish this in one sit-in. Maybe I'll have to do 2 streams for this. Hope that's okay. Still have to do some housework and get groceries because I was away all week. I literally ate my last oats with milk this morning and nothing else is in the house anymore. 559 euros for a whole season. I don't know what the season ticket is in Austria right now. Ah, you're working the night shift. Alright, Dalton, thank you for stopping by the stream. I will be back online on Monday. I hope you have still a pleasant work night shift. You don't ski at all?
47.126.
Is it not such a big thing in Finland? Ooh. Because in Austria, like, at least on the western part of Austria, every child learns skiing. And you also have these skiing trips in school, starting from a young age, so everybody learns how to ski. At least where in my hometown, like everybody, even though some kids, they only skied during the school time and then never ever again, they still learned it in school. Some like it, some don't. Okay. In Austria, it's really like where more on the western side, where the huge mountains are, the Alps. I think everybody knows how to ski. And on the other side, where Vienna is, where it's more flat, it's not such a big deal. I think I can go way faster through the bus stop still. Maybe Porsche Cup at Le Mans next week will be also interesting. 146.1, oh my god. Yeah, it's... when you never experienced it, it's quite... I really enjoy skiing in deep powder. And for some people, this feeling resembles like when you're surfing. I mean, I've never surfed before, but being in deep powder, it's how can you explain it? It's like when you're running downhill, but on a pillow. And without the exhaustion of running. Yeah, and since I'm only doing ski hiking anymore, it's really a different experience because you go up the hill once or twice. Takes you usually, I go routes that are like 1 hour up, then it's enough for me. And yeah, it's completely different to be alone out in the woods. Maybe see some animals along the way. then when you reach the top, like, grab a small beer or something and then ski down. For me, that's way more enjoyable than getting onto a lift with 6 other people and then share the ski track with 200 others. Yeah, but it's finally a good winter again in Austria. The last 8 years it barely wasn't snowing. All the ski resorts were in trouble. They were only using like the snow cannons and had no natural snow at all. I mean the glaciers had, but like the ski resorts that are in the lower regions, they already started to think global warming is real. Which it is, of course. But yeah. But this winter, so far, it's like back in the old days. So my best lap so far is a 1:46.0. Should I clock it in? Let's give it a more. One more lap. Our second gear is a bit scary in the Aston. Oh, this is going to be a much better lap. There we go. Can we finally go under the 1:46 mark? And yeah, of course, après-ski. I don't know if there's a word in English, like party after skiing is also a big thing in Austria. So that's part of the deal when you're going on to winter holidays. Also have to party after skiing. Oh, is this really a second faster finally? $267, $270. 1:45.2. Yeah, let's take this for now and switch to another car. Ah, it's a thing in Finland too. Yeah, I mean, I guess in Finland the drinking habits are pretty close to the ones in Austria. I guess. I mean, everywhere in Europe it's quite different than in America, for instance. For us it's so much more normal. Okay, this was a 1:45. 45.2. 16. Car handled pretty much fine. Stability was a 4 out of 5 stars. It spins easily on first gear. I'm gonna like oversteer and corner exit. Some Americans can't drink. Yeah, I have like relatives, distant relatives from the US, and when they're coming to Austria, it's like Okay, what car should be next? 145.2. Should we go to the Porsche already and check that out? Let's try the Porsche. If it's still supreme. All right, thank you for stopping by the stream. Have a good day. Okay, let's see what the Porsche is able to do around Daytona. If I'm already a second faster, then we know what will be happening this week. When even I having an easier time the Porsche. Okay, let's go. Will this be the Porsche Cup Daytona week? Might be true. Oh, even here I can go full throttle already. It was a struggle with the Aston already. With the Porsche it seems fine. Yeah, and I also want to warm up for Porsche Cup. I think Le Mans. How many laps are you doing at Le Mans in Porsche Cup when the races are so short? Only 4 laps or so? Ah, this car is like a dream over those curbs. Really, I've bought into Apex setups for GTE racing. But the front end feeling, it feels like they are doing a good job. I mean, they overwing the cars sometimes, in my opinion. I mean, you have to keep really good track of your momentum out of corners with these setups, but the feeling so far is actually pretty great. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and then yesterday when we were finished with the work, my buddy drove back in the car to his hometown and I jumped into the train 4 hours. And went back home. I arrived in the evening. Fortunately enough, there was no problem with the snow. On the train, because sometimes also the train stations and the train tracks are getting in trouble when it snows too much. Bit of oversteer there, but I braked a bit too much to make the car rotate more. Now I'm really intrigued what lap time this will be in the Porsche. .146.5 first lap, okay. Porsche feels like it's flying. Will this be Porsche Cup 2.0 this week? Might be true. Oh, the Porsche around here, it feels so good. There we go. The Porsche always feels good around here. Yeah, it was also the meta car already here, right? And I don't think they only apply the BOP to the special events, so could be in the weekly series that the Porsche is still the meta car to use. The new bus stop is still so tricky to drive. I still remember my huge sent into the tire wall. But I guess that's a one-time experience, then you learn from it, hopefully. 145.6 already, oh god. Let's hope there's also another car that is suitable for fast lap times here. Oh, okay. You hope it's the case, the Porsche is the easiest car for you to drive. Yeah, it depends on the setup, I would say. The Porsche is really easy on corner exits with throttle application. You're barely ever getting trouble spinning rear tires. But of course I was forcing it there on turn 2. But let's see. And also the front end of the Porsche, due to the fact that it has so much body roll into corners, it really feels like that the car is leaning into the corner. I also like that very much about this car. There we go. You couldn't keep it on the road. Yeah, it's quite different, but I kinda enjoy the Aston. It feels like you're sitting way back in the Aston and you're driving, or you're turning the car like, yeah, just when you're sitting in the back. Just like a forklift. But I enjoy the feel of the Aston. The force feedback in general, I really like that. Yeah, first gear is a bit tricky. Maybe I have to go second here as well. I also feel like you have to be super feathery on the throttle more than on any other cars on the Aston. Yeah, the Aston Martin is a bit of a weird car because it has like the least amount of power out of the corners, but it has for sure enough torque to just spin you when you step on the throttle too violently. It's weird. But I think you have to watch out also with other cars. Also the Merc on a low traction control setting can be a beast out of corners. Also the Mustang, of course. Okay, let's stay in second gear now, don't spin the Porsche again. There we go, it's that easy to get around there. Porsche really stable here, really quite a bit different than in the old days. In the old days the Porsche always was a bit rear happy, just like the Corvette. You had to lower the overall aero on the rear to be as fast as the others, or at least to keep up on the straightaways. But now it's completely different. Yeah, the turbo cars are a bit tricky, that's true. Yeah, the Porsche is definitely, for me, one of the easiest cars in terms of throttle application out of corners. The optimum lap time would be a 1:45.1 so far, okay. Come on, give me that 1:44. 1:45.3 already, okay. This car will... The Aston Martin is apparently no match for Daytona. Let's try first gear again. I was a bit hesitant, and it shows immediately. But yeah, the Porsche feels nice and stable around here. As long as you don't money shifted into first gear, then everything's fine. Also here, the exit is so bumpy and you easily lose traction with other cars. The Porsche doesn't care at all. I already did a 1:45.3. Let's see. Bus stop is still so tricky. And I guess people will be pretty fast. Yeah, let's see. Daytona week. 1:45.0. Okay. There's more in it. Hi D3X, welcome. The BOP is only active for special events. And I'm comparing cars for the GT Sprint series. All good, you're welcome. But for the Daytona 24, the BOP is already out. So you can look that up by just googling iRacing Daytona BOP. High 142s are what the Porsches can do. Oh my god, I'm so far off. Yeah, it depends what track guide. The VRS track guide says 143. I'm usually fine when I'm 1 second off. But yeah, it also could be that the track conditions are different. Depends on where you look it up, Kazama. I mean, finally a 144. I think it all has gotten a bit more difficult to find out the right conditions for the setup builders since the varying weather and track conditions are in effect. A few years back was way easier when track state was pretty much the same every race. Ooh, but a 142. That's a hell of a challenge for me. 142.9 and Ferrari was 143.2. Okay. So the Porsche is still a superior car, it looks like. Yeah, I can go more aggressively out of the bus stop, it seems. I'm way too nice here. Let's try one more lap. There we go. Now when I focus up a little bit, I can find some lap time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What car should be next? I guess all of the other cars will be measured against the Porsche's lap time. Again, a bit too scared. But a bit of a better exit still. Yeah, there's way more pace still in this car. But I'm also not shy to extract it. It feels pretty safe to drive the Porsche. Okay, let's see. 144.7. Let's write that down for now and switch to the next car. But yeah, it might be a Porsche week. 10 laps. Let's write that down. Where is it? 144.759. Handling also, I think I have to lower the handling of the Aston a bit. Stability also fine actually. Good morning, Jack. Hi, welcome back. Hope you're doing fine. I guess you already did your comparisons for or preparations for the Daytona races this week. Yeah, me too, Kazama. I also always was a big fan of the inside line. I always do in turn 1. You just woke up, Jack. Ah, okay. Then good morning to you. You need seat time? Yeah, me too. I couldn't race all week. I was away for work in Germany and Austria, and we have like so much snow right now. I was going to Germany by train, and it took quite a big amount of time because also there was snow on the tracks and there had problems on the train stations, and then we're going by car to a ski resort to set up our work in a shop window. Snow is gone on your place? Okay. So it all came down to Austria. Interesting. Okay, what should be next? Feels like either I want to try the Corvette. I want to try the Corvette next. And Austria, it's snowing for a few days now. It's all the ski resorts are super happy because they finally have natural snow again. Oh, you're making croissants now. I also have to get some groceries now. After the stream, I maybe split up the car comparison for now. Still do a few cars, and let's see. But today in the morning, I ate the last thing I had at home. It was oatmeal. Ooh, croissant with cheese. I'm also a big advocate of like eating a butter croissant with like some bacon in it or cheese, like the sweet and sour mix. It's pretty nice. Hi Sabrax, welcome back. Good morning. I hope you're doing good. I arrived back home yesterday evening, so I was already missing sitting in the rig. There's the race setup. Let's see how the Corvette feels around Daytona. So far, the Porsche was easily the fastest. What will you be racing the upcoming week, Sabrix? I think I might do Porsche Cup at Le Mans. I still have to train for that, and also some GT Sprint. That IMSA, I don't know. Yeah, my buddy from work also does this. He usually never eats in the morning. But on holidays, yeah, with the... I get that. I'm also a guy that is not really hungry in the morning, but I still try to eat something. Because otherwise I will get pretty energy-less approaching midday. You're doing Daytona GT3, you guess? Okay, yeah. I also think I'll do the GT3 sprint races at Daytona. Tonight you're doing the 6 hours of Daytona. I don't know, wish you good luck. I hope you might stream it. Be nice. Oh no! Ah. Oh, come on. Car's still fine. Damage report.
No damage. Car looks clean.
Okay. Holy moly. Bratwurst and Schnitzel in the morning? Oh my god. That is not good for health. Alright, yeah. I just thought so but I can watch you when I press on the watch button in iRacing. Have you turned that on? Okay, the Corvette feels really tricky to drive so far. I mean, tires are still cold, but yeah. Yeah, it also can change. For me, it really was like I'm also streamed already a few years back, a little bit, now and then. But last year really we had some like, don't really want to talk about it here, but don't want to be that guy. But we had like some tragedies in like friends and family, and then when I don't know why, it just went like to start streaming and as like a self-help thing. Maybe my brain made that up, I don't know, but I enjoy it so much. Hi Flight, good morning, welcome back, hope you're doing well. And yeah, since then I really kinda need streaming. It gives me so much. You really don't know. Oh, 6 hours. You're doing as well, the 6-hour race tomorrow. Oh, you will learn it on the fly. Tomorrow the 6-hour race, and Simrig does it today.
55.268.
I hope you have a good race. Yeah, it will be. There's quite a lot of sign-ups, I guess. Everybody's using this as a preparation for the Daytona 24 hours. Okay, now the tires get warm, also with the added traction control. That helps me. $10 kilograms of penalty. You're starting a test session in the endurance event? Then it's the, yeah, exactly, it's the EOP. You can look it up, but just googling iRacing EOP Daytona. On their website they have like a chart which car gets which penalty for the races. Oh, thank you, Zabrex. Okay, now it's much more stable, the Corvette. Let's see. We also can dip into the 144s already. I still know there was a time when the Corvette was the meta car in Daytona. Maybe already 2 years out or so. Ah!
45.681.
Driving with Love Porsche, that's nice. want to go back to the McLaren, it's a lot safer, but probably the option is gone after that recruited. So you will be racing in the Porsche. But yeah, it depends on the setup, I guess, but the Porsche is at least the setup I was running before here, it was super stable, the Porsche, and fast. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also one of them. I'm also one of them, flight. Throttle control is really a thing that I struggle since like 6 years or so, since I've started iRacing. Throttle application. I mean, I was a bit better at it when I did the old Porsche Cup. The old one, the 99, which car was it? 991? Really unstable at high speeds. What setups are you using? But yeah, that's really one big plus point when you're coming from Formula cars. Throttle application. Maybe I also need to spend a whole season only doing Formula cars to get better at this. Because with the GT3 cars you always can go the easy route and dial up the traction control, even though it makes you slower. The Corvette is quite understeery out of corners so far. Ooh, but was an easy 144 already. Oh, I'm sorry, and now the neighbors decided to drill a hole in the wall. Ah, the VRS setup from the GT Sprint series. Yeah, that does not work at all when you load up the fuel. Like, there are setups that are built for the 50-liter fuel load, and there are setups built for like the whole tank, and it makes a big difference. And okay, it's the full version there. Okay, then it's fine. Just wasn't sure. I know I was stepping away from VRS a year ago or so because of Daytona. Because it felt like to me the cars, I don't know. Of course it's because of that I'm not a good driver. But to me it felt like, okay, VRS is hiding something behind the paywall. Then I got the Apex Racing add-on, and then immediately the car got easier to drive, and I was faster. It was weird. You have to manually increase the ride height. Yes, Simrig, look at me, I'm on the road to 3K iRacing. No, but you know what I've meant, Simrig. I just like, it's still more a driving problem than the setup problem, I guess. But still, I felt like the setups from Apex were easier to drive and faster than VRS, at least a year ago. It was at this place at Daytona with the Ford Mustang, I think. Also, my body was having troubles a lot. Okay, the Corvette is a bit rear happy. I don't know what you're doing. Corvette is a bit too loose. Let's give the other setup a try again. Let's see, maybe that's better. Daytona. Race setup. Ah, there's a bit more wing. Let's see. We all have skill issues sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like I'm rotating. You're totally right there, I guess. It's always feels like... Oh my god. I want to minimize the input and trail in and try to rotate on the throttle, yeah. Sounds way easier to read than to really do. Feels like Corvette maybe not the car for me. I don't want to die immediately. Let's try it again. With the Porsche, easily everything, even the kink there was flat on cold tires. So I guess in the normal sprint races, the Porsche will be king again. No rotation.
You cut that corner and got a slowdown penalty. You've got wheel damage.
Wheel damage. This kink isn't flat for me on the VRS setup. With warm tires it should be flat. With warm tires it should be flat. Not on cold. Yeah, it depends on the... Really, not for 2 to 3 laps. Oh, too fast. Not good. It really depends on the setup. There's also a possibility that the setup I'm using like has too much wing and you always need someone to draft on. Ah, okay. And the Lambo. No, the Corvette is just wants to kill you. Let's go to another guy. I don't think I will use the Corvette if it's that scary. I have now 2 subscriptions running. Go Setups and Apex. Because Go Setups does not offer GTE cars, and I also want to race them, so... No, just Go Setups. The other ones is Grid and Go. I know it's a bit... They have a bit of the same naming scheme, but they are different setup shops. But a good thing is... Go Setups has also a setup analyzer that's where you can put in, I have too much oversteer in entry, and then it gives you advice what to change. That's really a nice feature. On the other hand, Grid and Go has this like track learning feature that I saw at other people's streams. That's also nice. 144,936. Okay, let's write that down. Stability, I give it 2 stars. Handling also 3 star. Okay. Grilling Code doesn't have a Porsche setup for Daytona 24. Maybe you have to pay extra for that. That's also a thing with some setup shops. For the special events, you need an extra... Give them extra money. Beeps are going to make you crazy if you already know the track. Yeah, I haven't tried it. I think for a track you don't know, it's quite nice to like already know the breaking points. Just use the setup search. So not at all, really? Even not for customers that are paying more? Or maybe it's not out yet. What should we try next? Maybe the Mustang. Ah. Yeah. Okay, because they just added the BOP. Yeah, and I also still have to film my USB hub videos this weekend. I hope there's time. My rig is still like on a different position, as you can see, and it's all the cables are still lying around me. Really have to watch out when I get out of the rig to don't. 6 hour races out a day and nobody has setups. Thank you for the follow, Elias. Really appreciate that. Daytona. Race setup. Here we go. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, let's see what the Mustang is capable of here. Is the Ford Mustang capable of doing the kink flat out on cold tires? Yeah, might be possible. I was too scared. There we go. Still can remember a year back I was using the Ford Mustang for the Daytona races. Still was fairly new then. Let's see, force feedback strength. I can lower that a bit on this car because the front end is always feeling pretty responsive in the Mustang. I was so scared. New bus stop is still something I'm not used to. Let's see. Yeah, will be interesting on Tuesday, I guess. Yeah, from Tuesday on, everybody and his grandma will race Daytona in iRacing. The torque of the Mustang caught me. I hope there still will be some people racing Porsche Cup at Le Mans. Just wanna park here, okay. How much more can I increase the traction control? It's already on 7, that's way too high. Oh wow, the brake bias is pretty far forward. Put it back. Interesting. I think it gets better when the tires warm up. Even my concrete throttle foot is now capable of controlling the Mustang. They need to adjust the setups. Yeah, I mean when they issue, I think they will adjust them, but it takes them a bit of time, I guess. I know it's a bit annoying for paying customers to cannot train, but yeah. You're getting P1 docs, no messing around. Yeah, true. Of course, all the cars.
10.481.
And with endurance setups, it's also quite tricky to make the car like behave in a similar manner than with a full fuel tank and an empty fuel tank, or like when you're halfway through your fuel, because that also can be quite tricky to set that up right. Me and a buddy of mine learned that the hard way. He was getting into building setups and they really were feeling nice. And for one endurance race he built us an endurance setup. That was super nice, but it worked from like full tank to about 80 liters. Then we had like a huge drop off in pace. Hi SLD welcome. New feed angle is still, yeah, I've added that. My rig is still like not in its OG position. But yeah, I hope I get this done this weekend to put everything back together. But I still wanted to stream again because I was away the whole week. And yeah, back to the setup. And below 80 liters it was fine again. It was so weird that it has only the drop off like 80 liters and 80 to 70 or so, and then it was fine again. And it was full. When it was full, it was also fine. I remember this. It was so weird. We both did not find out what was the problem in the end. We just used the setup. Made up quite a big amount of places in the beginning of the race, then lost a few. But I can't remember which car that was. It was weird. A super Formula tire down to 30% of red. Oh my god. Yeah, that's also a big thing. How much tire does the setup use up? I mean, of course, it's not that a big of a deal in GT3 racing because the races are usually way too short. But still, some setups make way more use of the tire. for grip than others. Bus stop, please. Let's go out again. This will be tricky. This will be quite tricky. Also kinda interested how the Acura will do. Man, I was feeling so good in the Acura around Red Bull Ring. But the IMSA races there gave me the rest. Even though I have already done so many IMSA races this season. You really like the McLaren around here? I mean, I almost always like the front end of the McLaren. Okay, you cannot go full throttle with the Mustang here. It was just too slow. The front end on the McLaren feels good on every track for me. It's like so responsive and direct. As already mentioned, just the throttle application is what gets me. What the hell? The Indy has a 50 stream streak. Oh my god. He's a legend. First laps in the Porsche were almost a second faster. When a car is like stable, you also can risk a bit more with your driving style. I guess for the normal weekly series, a lot of people will be racing the Porsche. There we go. Oh. Hi Indy! Simrig just saw your 50 stream streak. You're a legend, man. I hope you're doing well. It's winter wonderland in Austria right now. So I'm glad I made it back yesterday. And to be able to finally race again. Ooh. Here in corner exits it feels still understeery. I mean the tires are still cold. But the Ford, as always, it's quite torquey. Also have to watch out a bit on corner exits here. Let's see if it can rival the lap times of the Porsche. A year back it was the Mustang, which was the car to beat. Before that it was the Corvette. But the Corvette was so fast around Daytona, I think they immediately launched a patch where they dialed up the drag of the car quite a bit. Bus stop, come on! Ugh. Really? Was it the same mistake again? Yeah, of course. just used to this line because you can just go over that curb in a Porsche and it's not a problem at all. But with the Mustang, you have to stay away. Just whatever you're the safest in driving. Yeah. I mean, for the endurance races also fuel economy is quite important. Yeah, the times will be close. Just so when some cars are more tricky and unstable to drive, it's more likely these cars don't get used. Because I also don't want to be that guy who ends his race here in the tire wall. Yeah, that might be also true. Yeah, a lot of times I also saw it last season quite often that like people just race what Lasse is using or what the other 7, 8, 9K iRacing drivers are using, even though it's not necessarily the fastest car for them. But yeah, they just see that and think, okay, everybody has to race this car. How to race endurance races if you don't know about stops and refueling? It's better to check that out first as a D-Rug before you go into your first endurance race. Yeah, back then when I was still like more seriously racing, also with my buddy in endurance series, we even like made fuel economy runs, full hour or full stint, like tried out how much fuel do we use. One of us like always did like with just normal throttle application, and the other one did a stint with fuel saving, and then we calculated how much we have to stop and when. That was super nice to like building a real strategy there. Also, like, saving fuel without losing too much lap time is quite a good skill to hone when you want to get into endurance racing a lot more. Because it's way tougher to like be 3/10 faster each lap than another car behind you, but then you lose everything doing a bad pit stop. I mean, I also have to grab myself by the nose there because I'm also a sloppy guy when it comes to hitting efficiently and fast. Because you're like, when you're doing a perfect pit stop, you can be easily a second faster than some guy who's not taking so much care. And then you just gained 1 second in just one lap. Okay, the tires from the Ford getting warm. Now let's see if it's still so tricky through the bus stop. But just to be safe, let's set an active reset point. again, I used too much curb there on the second chicane. I really shouldn't do that with this car. The Mustang is not so compliant over these curbs on the bus stop than the Porsche. Which is interesting. .145.0, okay, we're getting somewhere.
Flat for you.
We are getting somewhere. There we go. Also, this corner is flat already. Maybe I should lower the traction control again. Only feels like that I'm losing time a bit. Let's lower it to 6 for now. Iris plan helps for stint planning. Oh, I don't know this. What is it? Is it a sheet? Stint plan will fall apart. Yeah, that also happened to us quite a few times. When you mapped everything out and then, I don't know, something happened in lap 1 and then you had to throw it all over. Iris plan. I have to... Ah, okay. Nice.
44.993. New fast flat for you.
Thank you for this info. I will look that up. On 44.9. Here. I feel like I cannot get enough rotation. Should be easy to get a lower 144 lap in this car. Let's try also first gear here. Oh yeah, it's pretty much fine. We're going to test the P1 docks. Oh, thank you, Flight. That's nice to hear. Yeah. Also, I think Sabrex or Indy mentioned it, that I should make shorts out of it. And I'm definitely considering this for the future. But yeah, this week I still have to make up the time I lost during the work. During the work week. But yeah, thank you for that input. I'm already like thinking of something like this. Because I really like to talk about drive every car and feel the differences in the force feedback. I know for lap times you always can watch like some serious setup stream. I mean, it's more about the feel. Okay, bit of oversteer there. I have a feeling that the Ford still will be a bit tricky. Yeah, let's see. A 144.7 should be definitely possible. And I'm gaining a little bit. 1/10 up. Oh, this is so scary. This is so scary in this car. Feels like the suspension could be a bit softer. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but right now it's still... It scares me away from the bus stop, this car.
55.761.
All the other corners, I feel pretty confident now in the Mustang. Feels okay. Try to stay in second gear here. Let's see. Ah. Let's try the reset. Yeah, I think don't have the confidence in the Mustang here, especially in the bus stop. But let's give it another try. I mean, the 144.9 was already okay-ish when you compare it to the other cars. There we go. Your Uber Eats delays your race start. Oh no! Yeah, just send him a message. Hey, I have an iRacing race that I have to attend to, please. Get here a bit faster. Yeah, I still have to get out and get some groceries today. So I even have something to eat. I was away the whole week, so nothing really at home. Yeah, when I avoid the curbs, it's okay. It's really not that easy. He disabled messages. Okay, maybe because being late is a habit. I hope for you that he will get there soon, so you can race. For me today is about getting comfy again and trying out which car will be the best decision to drive for me in the upcoming week. Yeah, the Mustang feels quite tricky going out of corners. Maybe I just go down to first gear for this corners. Oh, it felt pretty good. There we go. Yeah, so far only bus stop is a problem in the Mustang for me. Other than that, the car feels pretty good and drivable. Yeah, here you saw it. I'm still too scared to send it. But I'm getting fast at least. My optimum lap time is already down to a 144.5. Interesting. So that would be even faster than a Porsche, right?
44.858. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Come on. I have a feeling that this car will be on par as with the Porsche for me. There we go. Still need some better exits. Oh, that was a bad exit. Let's try to get a bit faster through the bus stop. The first few spins here really scared me. Yeah, it's still quite a task. The Mustang doesn't feel too safe over the curbs. With the Porsche it was just a no-brainer. Okay, finally good lap time. Let's set an active reset point here. 44.69. Okay. Out of corners, it's still a bit of a struggle for me to put the power down. Oh, okay. Wanted to step out again, the rear. Huh. Now it's been 12 minutes and he still hasn't arrived with your food. Maybe he needs more tips. When you're tipping the driver, it also can help sometimes. Or is it snowing in your region? That could be also a possibility for that he is being late. License? I'm A license. It just doesn't show up here in the test session, right? Since I'm in driving iRacing since a bit over 6 years now. Australia, no tip. Okay. Okay, I think I'll write down the 144.692 for now.
We got damage on the front.
Because yeah, in Austria right now where I am at the moment, it's snowing pretty heavily and we have like big winter wonderland, but of course everything takes a bit longer because there's also snow on the streets. .144. Hi Prince of Oakland, welcome. It didn't even give the vet enough laps to heat up the tires, spun a few times, moved on to the next car. Yeah, the Corvette was just feeling too scary. It will not be a car that I will be using next week. The loose rear of the Corvette always scares me away from it at tracks like Daytona. On tracks where it's okay to run more downforce, I quite enjoy the Corvette, but yeah, I was just too rear happy. Idris, this is just a test session that I'm in, so everybody can, of course, run test laps. Okay, well, it was a 692, right? Handling was quite okay. Stability, I give it a 3-star. Scary bus stop. There we go. Hey, Watchild, welcome back. What car is next? The Beamer isn't too fun this season. Yeah, sadly that's true. I mean, last week Red Bull Ring was also fun in the Beamer. You cannot join to this. This is just a practice session. A private practice session. Porsche 144.7. Just test drive, yeah. I mean, should I give the Corvette another go? Now I feel a bit bad. I haven't tried it properly. Let's give it another go with a different setup. Maybe it's better. But usually I have a good feeling for this. Let's give it one more go too. So Prince of Oakland can be happy. You can like always race the cars you like, you know. Don't have to rely on me. Let's see. Daytona and maybe let's try the safe setup. Let's see. You're welcome. But now I'm using the safe setup to just check out if it's that much easier to drive or not. Yeah, let's see. Normally the Corvette is, since they patched the car 1.5 years ago, because it was the best car at Daytona for a while, but then they just opted to, you're just trying to decide on a GT3 car to stick for a whole season. Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough one, definitely. I also can't decide on one car, really. I'm doing fine, thank you, Watch Out. I hope you're doing good as well. I had a really nice Christmas and good holidays after that. This week I was working, so I couldn't stream at all this week. But yeah, finally I'm back. I was working like in Germany, and then we went back to an Austrian ski resort for work, all in one go. And yesterday in the evening I came back home, and it was snowing all over. In Germany it was snowing, in Austria it is snowing, so we finally get a pretty good winter again. Okay, I was a bit late here on the brakes, but the car still stayed stable, so let's see. Yeah, it is definitely a better approach to stick with one car and learn it properly. But I still want to make use of all of them, because I also paid for them, so... I really enjoy comparing these different cars. Okay, with the safe setup, the Corvette is definitely drivable. Oh, let's see if we can extract some lap time here. Oh, it's also quite compliant over the curbs. Yeah, let's see. Set an active reset point here, just to be safe. Oh, maybe it is really the safe setup. Tires are not fully warm yet. Kind of feel like I don't want to race the Porsche, but because everybody will using it, still have to find me a substitute car. Yeah, Watch Out, I also enjoy the Merc quite a lot. It feels unstable at times. Yeah, that's... I mean... that really depends on the setup. One thing is that the Merc takes a bit more time to warm up the tires than some of the other GT3 cars. So, usually in the beginning of a race, the first 2-3 laps, I'm struggling a bit with the Merc, or a bit more than with the other cars, but when the tires are warm, it's usually fine. And you also, I think you have a great feeling of the front ends of the Mercedes. Yeah, and of course, throttle application, you also have to watch out a bit. Okay, let's reset. Try this again. Felt a bit understeer now. Okay, come on. Let's see. Lap number 5. No, lap number 4. Yeah. Let the tires warm up. I'll see. After this one, I think I have time for one more car today. Just we'll split it up. Hey JDM Johnson. Oh my god. What is going on? I hope you're still doing well. This week you're done after 2 roars. Oh. I guess people were pretty aggressive in the races. But that's just Daytona. Disconnected from second roar because of crashes.
45.
Yeah, totally. The Corvette is... It's a nice car to drive, but you just have to get used to it. Or also to basically every car. Also the Merc. Ah, yeah, that's rough. But look at me. I went this season from 4.3k iRating to 3.7k. All because of Inter. But that's okay. Only gained 15 iRating a whole week. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. But it's better than to lose 500. Okay, let's give the Corvette one more proper lap, or a few more. Let's see. Ah.
45.578.
There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Holy moly, now we're gaining quite a big amount of time. Or maybe the safe setup is good enough. Also okay, Spaß stop. Let's see. It's been 3 times on the Merc in GT4. As the service being so bad, I watched stream, everything's fine. Oh, finally your food is here, Idris. Thank you for stopping by at the stream. Have a good meal and hopefully see you soon. And again lost it. He said usually takes 8 laps for the wet. Yeah, now it's totally super fast. But when it takes too long to warm up tires, it's not too good because everyone else will be faster the first 8 laps. And the people will show you that they are faster. Yeah, I couldn't do any racing, so I cannot attend Raw and stuff. Kinda sad. I did it the other years. Oh, thank you, Idris. It's really nice to hear. I will do a lot more in the future. Still have to figure out stuff with work, of course. Ah, the Mustang. Yeah, the Mustang in GT4 is quite different. It takes way longer to brake or to stop for corners. It's quite different than the Merc. You take the corner back. Which one do you mean? Into the back straight. This one? Yeah, it depends. When I'm missing rotation like I did now, I think you saw it, I tend to shift down to another gear. No, it's really... Oh, thank you, Idris. Really means a lot. The one... Ah, okay. No, it really depends for me. When I feel okay, I can turn in. Not enough. I try to help me with shifting down one more gear. Now the tire is getting warm. Really, really warm. 44.5. Easy. Let's give it one more lap. Even though I messed up the throttle application here, I think for here, getting more rotation in the car with first gear. I was too late here anyway. No! Let's take a reset once more. Too much. Ooh. Okay, one last try. on 44.5. Okay, that felt pretty good. Here we go. Now we're gaining some pace. And I braked a bit too much. Still a low 44. Definitely possible, but also I'm already have done quite a few laps in the Corvette. Feels better than the Mustang over the curbs. Should I just get used to the Corvette? Thank you for 4.3.
New fast flat for you.
I mean, there's definitely more possible. And 44, 3, 2, 1. That makes me wanna retry the Porsche as well. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Prince of Oakland, for making me revisit the car with the safe setup. Yeah, with the safe setup, it's quite stable. Okay. Okay, then let's update this. And I'll be right back. I'm just taking a short toilet break. And then we have time for one more car. Okay, okay. There is time for one more car today. But which one? Which one? I also have to revisit the Porsche, I think. Might want to try either the Acura or the Merc. Let's try the Mercedes. Oh, that's the old one. The Legacy Merc. There is the other one. Here we go. Let's try the Mercedes. All I need is a miracle. Perfect song. Okay, let's see how the Merc is. Normally, not the fastest car on a straightaway, especially on fast tracks, but let's see. Maybe go for another track. Oh yeah. Let's see. Daytona. Oh, the sound of the Mercedes. It's just great. Okay, let's see how the Merc is performing. Oh, this car feels already great again with cold tires. I hope the new one that is coming out next year in real life is also coming to iRacing pretty soon. Really enjoy the Merc. Car feels just so nice. I just bought this after I bought the GT4 Mercedes, because I was so pleasantly surprised with the handling of the GT4 Merc, and I also went and bought the GT3 one, and the GT3 car is also quite superb. Induced a bit of oversteer here. Tires are of course still pretty cold. There we go. Hi vibe. You don't know how to feel about the Merc? I mean, what do you think of this car compared to the other GT3s that are front-engined? Because like compared to the Ford Mustang and the Aston, they all behave kinda in the same ballpark. Of course, they are still feeling different. And I mean, we also have the Beamer as a front engine GT3, but that really does not count or gets placed in the same driving feel category for me, because the Beamer is feeling quite a bit different. To me, the Ford Mustang, the Merc and the Aston Martin, they all have a great front end feel. Like you have this, yeah, it feels like you have this heavy engine in front of your front axle. I feel like that the steering is a bit more dampened on the Merc than on the Ford Mustang. And yeah, I mean, on throttle input this car can be a beast, but and this is the only GT3 car where the ABS and traction control settings are in reverse. So the lower you put the traction control setting, for instance, the more it helps you. So I'm now running it on 3, and that's like more support than 6. That's also a thing that gets overlooked quite easily with this car. Usually the Merc excels on twistier tracks that are not so fast, but let's see what this car can do at Daytona. Yeah, you should try it in demo drive. You can drive all cars for free when demo drive is up. Ford Mustang feels a bit more direct in steering. But not by much, just a little bit. Ah, you're only missing the Acura so far. Oh, then you already got almost all of the GT3 cars anyway. Do you even have the Audi? I also had the Audi GT3, but the old one, the non-Evo version. But I don't bother to buy the new one because it's not raced anymore in IMSA. Yeah, the Merc, it feels good. 146, oh, that's slow. Let's see. Ah, okay. That was the second GT3 you bought. Interesting. The old Audi GT3, the non-Evo version, was the first GT3 I ever bought. Still remember that, and my first race I did with it was in Motegi. But the first car I ever bought in iRacing was the Porsche 911 RSR. Some people consider this car the sound king. Scream of the RSR is so unique. I always enjoyed the Merc. To me, I love this car. Ah, okay, the old Ferrari GT3. Bus stop is so awful.
45.854. New fast flat for you.
You mean my tries at the bus stop, JDM Johnson, are so awful? Yeah, no, I can do better for the bus stop. You don't have to be so mean, JDM Johnson. All good, all good. I was just joking. Yeah, I'm still missing the old bus stop as well. There we go. Morning, Ricky. Welcome. Hope you're doing fine. In Austria, it's snowing pretty much everywhere, so everybody is struggling on the street. And yeah, but I still have to get out to get some groceries at some point. Oh yeah, also the Merc. You can get over these curbs. The Merc is sensitive and easy to lose compared to other cars. The car is pretty sensitive to brake bias, that's true. If you're having trouble like losing the car in the corner entry, try to bring the brake bias more to the front. Like quite a bit, like 1 or 2%. You hate this bus stop? I also still kinda wish the old bus stop back, but we have to live with it. Oh. Just cold and wet where you live? Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, since 2 days ago it started snowing when we still were, me and my colleague were working in a ski resort. Setting up a shop window projection, and then it started snowing one night while we were working, and it's still snowing today. And getting home was already quite a bit of a challenge, because even the train stations now get problems with snow a little bit. Next week is not IMSA, no, I think. I'm not sure yet, maybe if a monkey rides my back I will do more IMSA races. But right now I'm pretty fed up with them. IMSA is just too chaotic. Oh, you're sick, Ricky. I hope you get well soon. And I hope it's nothing serious. That's always annoying. Especially when you're a sim racer. Because you have the physical part here of driving a car, or I guess also it's the same with flight sims. It's really something I cannot do when I'm sick. I still can play other games on, like with mouse and keyboard when I'm sick, but racing is not one of them. Even then it feels like you lose the rear on turn 1. Okay. What setups? Thank you for the follow, Vibe. Really appreciate that. What setups are you using, Vibe? You've hardly raced this past week, so at least hopefully it gets better soon when you're already been sick for a week. I hope I stay healthy. Last few nights we were working on outside at the ski resort. It was pretty cold, but it's still not too cold. It still was snowing, so it's a sign for it's not too cold outside. Okay. Got 3 different ones. Yeah, maybe I haven't tried the fixed setups in the Mercedes in a while. But the open setups here, they feel quite okay, even though I'm not fast at all in this car. Yeah, the Daytona never was meant for the Mercedes. It's or the other way around. On other tracks, this car is like super duper nice. Here it also feels good, but I'm just slow. Lap 8. In the back straight. Let's set an active reset point and try. Let's set it here. Okay. Ah, okay. Ooh. I mean, Porsche is a good guess. I mean, I haven't looked at the BOPs. We can look at that after I'm finished with this car. I guess the Porsche got quite a bit of a BOP penalty because it was so overpowered.
45.811.
Still nowhere near to a 144 lap time. Bit weird. Gearbox is annoying and whiny. You can lower the in-car loudness. I know the Porsches are usually a bit louder than some of the other cars. It's also with the RSR. Okay. It is not the week for the Mercedes, I guess. I'm struggling to go even below 144, 145.
New fast flat for you.
But the Merc feels so good on corner entry. You have a very good feeling of what the tires and the car is doing. Finally, we're getting somewhere. You're in the Mustang and the fear is real. There we go, now we're getting faster. Still struggling with the exit here. Yeah, with the Mustang, when you adjust the suspension a little bit, the setups I tried here, it felt a bit too stiff in the suspension to go over the curbs comfortably. Okay, this looks like a good lap for the Merc. Ah, okay. Rambo got a high BOP hit.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel. 44.9.
Okay, let's give it another one.
New fast lap for you.
Just because the Merc is so fun to drive. And messed it up. Corner exit. Pete, please. Still a 10th off. There we go. Yeah, for me, like, I really enjoy pretty much all of the front engine GT3 cars in iRacing. Except the Beamer. Oh, that's not true. Last week, Red Bull Ring, also the Beamer felt good. But to me, usually the BMW feels a bit more vague in the steering than the others. What car I'm liking the most so far? I mean, I enjoy to drive the Merc here. But I think right now the fastest and the safest would be the Porsche. I still will redo the Porsche in part 2 of the comparison.
4.836. New fast lap for you.
Because, yeah, I still think I can do a lot better now. I really also enjoy the sound of the Merc. I hope the new one comes out soon. Yeah, I think the Porsche is a good guess to try. 144.836. Let's write that down. Eight, 3.6. Handling 4 to 5. It was pretty stable actually. Yeah, I'll delete the Porsche lap time for now, because I'm sure I will get faster a lot when I redo it. McLaren next. I will I'm sorry, just Karen, but I will continue the comparison on Monday. I just have gotten home last evening and I have no groceries at home and still have to unpack my stuff from the work week. So I hope it's fine with you that I now end my stream, and I'll be back on the Monday evening stream anyway. And then I will continue to compare the cars with the rest of them. I just felt the urge today to jump into GT3 cars again. That's why I started the comparison today already. And yeah, I also still have to train a bit for Le Mans in Porsche Cup. Maybe that's also quite fun. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching again. And thank you for the follows. Really appreciate that. Hope you all have a nice weekend. And yeah, I will continue this comparison in the Monday evening stream. So tomorrow there will be no stream. I'll be watching hopefully some of your 6-hour races. Yeah, but I guess that's it for today. thank you all for watching again. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.